Hey guys, what's going on? Drewzy here, back again with another South Park Phone Destroyer video, and in today's episode, guys, we're going to be looking at a Freeze Ray deck. This is going to be a similar deck that was posted by Matt Baker on the South Park Phone Destroyer fan page on Facebook. So this deck was something in a video that he made, kind of talking about Freeze Ray strategies and how to be better and tips to use Freeze Ray in a unique and situational way. I have decided to now build a deck similar to something that Matt built, but also tweak it a little bit to incorporate some different cards for myself and see if we can make this deck work. A lot of you have been asking me to integrate some different decks and different cards that aren't really highly utilized really well and high up on the ladder. And I feel like Freeze Ray is definitely one of those cards that's not utilized much in the higher tiers of PvP, because in all reality, it's not a super strong card. Is it one of the worst spell cards in the game? I don't think so. I think it has some potential, and sci-fi is my favorite theme currently within the game, so I'm kind of interested to see how well we can make this strategy work. Now, Matt did use a couple of different things to focus with Freeze Ray, and one of those cards I am going to utilize myself in my deck version that I have built for me today. So here, guys, real quick, is that deck that I'm going to try out myself. It is going to incorporate, of course, my Freeze Ray, which is at level 4, not quite the level 5, but as far as I know, the power duration of 4 seconds does not increase as you level it up. Maybe it does at higher levels, but as it looks like, it's not going to be on 4 or 5. And one of the other cards that you guys have really wanted me to utilize more is Buccaneer Bebe. Now, I wish I could get Buccaneer Bebe to level 4 to try her out, but I think Freeze Ray could work really well. If there's a situation where there's a bunch of swarm units coming at me, I could freeze them and then use Buccaneer Bebe to hopefully kill all of them and get her power duration up so that she would become even stronger. I'm also going to double down basically on the freeze aspect with Program Stand, which was my first epic card that I got to level 4. Obvious reasons. I then have Shaman Token primarily in there to counteract poison, because I feel like poison is still widely used, as well as to counteract something like maybe Stand the Great, if that card, because that card is of course very highly used. My Lightning Bolt is in there to counter things like Mecha Timmy or Stand of Many Moons or any of those as a counter card. And I did incorporate my Incan Craig, which I have not maxed out to max level 2 quite yet, but as far as I know, his Warcry damage and leader damage does not increase beyond the next 3 stages of level up that I have left, so I decided to keep him at 12 of 15 for right now and utilize those arrowheads, hopefully to get Buccaneer Bebe to level 4 here in the near future to see how well she performs at the higher tiers of level. Again, a lot of you guys have really been saying use Buccaneer Bebe more, so we're going to try her out today in some matches. So let's go ahead and jump into match number 1. Here we go, guys, against Macros01. Free Hat is the clan. Level 17 new kid. We do not have Freeze Ray to start this match. Let's go ahead and get Heidi out here. She is basically playing as our tank right now. So far he has not played any cards. There he goes with that. It's going to get Cyborg Kenny out there to deal with Heidi. We are going to deal with this, because I do not want to deal with that Starvin' Marvin. Ooh, Ike gets killed out. But Bebe, he does have a level 5 Buccaneer Bebe. Plus 21 is the amount of damage that she does. That's insane. That's complete insanity. And she almost took that bar by herself. We can time this right. Freeze all that up. And we will take the first bar there. I'll get my own Buccaneer Bebe out here, who will not be able to kill any of those rats, unfortunately. So that was a terrible play by my part. I do need to counter Stand of Many Moons here. I'm going to put Heidi out here with Ike. I'm just going to let Cyborg Kenny get that kill. I'm going to lose Sally and my Ike, however, unfortunately. And Sally just went straight for my new kid, which is very unfortunate. I was hoping that Clyde would get in the way. Unfortunately did not. Really want... freeze all that up. Was able to kill all the rats. Butters will get that second bar for me. I don't want to deal with Cyborg Kenny. I'm just going to take him out. And I'm going to try to stop Buccaneer Baby, and should be able to do that for the win. There in match number 1. So, a misplay on my Bebe plant for sure, but able to utilize Freeze Ray there a couple of times, I think, to at least get my assassins to the new kid to be able to do some damage. So, all in all, felt like that went fairly well. We did get the three Paladin Butters, so that's nice. But we'll go ahead and quickly jump into match number 2. Going up against Panic Azimuth. Azimuth? I have no idea. No idea how to pronounce this guy's name. Level 19 new kid. This is possibly going to be rough. Here, I mean, when you start with a level 5 PC Principal, can't expect too many good things out of this, probably. Go ahead and deal with all of this as best we can here. But we still got Heidi out here dealing damage. Oh! Waited way too long on that. That's going to be a wash. Got the Incan Craig in there to try to at least do some good poke damage. With that, I'm going to take him out. Heidi will get in there, get that first bar down. So we're not about to try to deal with all that. Let's get Buccaneer Baby in here. Get that first kill here. Ooh, Yo's with the Arrow Storm here. He's gonna use that plate there. And get Enforcer Jimmy. We'll kill Sally. We have my Sally in here to do all this damage here. Be enough. I'll get my Incan Craig in there. That will cause the sudden death. Probably didn't need the Incan Craig actually. Now that we played all that out. Freeze. There, I got Butters going. Got all this potential. That we'll get Buccaneer Baby back here. Probably Arrow Stormy here with Sally to stop Kyle. It is what it is here. This is going to be a draw. Good game there. It was level 19. An insane deck. Wasn't able to pull it out, but I feel like we were able to at least utilize Freeze Ray there in a couple moments that was able to be useful for us here. But let's go ahead and jump into one last match. Alright guys, our next match here against Geneve 187. Geneve 187, I have no idea. I don't even know. Some of these usernames in game are just interesting to say the least. Let's go with that. Unfortunately, Jimmy. Let me try to program Stan here. It doesn't look like Geneve's going to play any cards. There we go. With the card placement there. It does get the Princess Kenny. Freeze all that. Oh, why did I... I don't know why I played that card earlier. We got Butters in here. We got Heidi. We got Sally. Sally should do some decent damage. Oh, there's Stan the Great. Craig getting in a little bit of chip. That's going to take that out. Go ahead and take that Princess Kenny out. Paladin Butters, he's going to go for Unfortunate Jimmy. We'll go ahead and take that out. We got Butters. We got Sally. We got Unfortunate Jimmy. I need Sally to get that hit in. There we go. Go ahead and poison this. He's going to go with Clutch Clyde. Not going to do enough damage there. And looks like we're going to be hopefully able to pull this off here. Just swarm up these units here in the middle. Get with that. Get with the Paladin Butters. Let's get the Freeze Ray here at the end. And then we'll just go to town there to get that second bar and get the win with the Freeze Ray. Good game for another win in this match. As you see the Poison Freeze there in the middle of the screen. So definitely some interesting matches here. Was able to at least get 2 wins with this deck. We did get a draw, however. Let's go ahead and open up these lockers. See how we do here. We did get some feathers and did get the secret chips, which I needed both of those. And we can get one more level on Buccaneer Bebe at least to get her to 20 of 25. And we'll keep working on Buccaneer Bebe, guys, if you guys want to see her in some more content. I know that, again, that was something that a lot of you guys had been asking for. So there we go, guys. There is the Freeze Ray deck, or at least their version of it. If you guys have some suggestions for this deck specifically, or Freeze Ray in general, please let me know down in the comments section of this video. Or if there's any specific cards, spells, different strategies you would like to see me do here on the channel, please, of course, leave that as well in the comment section down below. I thought this was a fairly interesting strategy to try to use a deck that was posted within the community, or at least a strategy with the Freeze Ray spell. I thought this was slightly intriguing. This was a little bit difficult in the top 3,000 of PvP and Legendary Arena to try out the Freeze Ray spell, as I've not really utilized it much myself. But again, let me know down below if there's any suggestions that you have for future content. And until next time, guys, my name is Drewzy.